All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex couches. Sex coaches,
Sex coaches.
not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives experiences and sexy adventures and ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today, as you can see, if you're watching the show, there is an incredibly sexy woman that is here at our table. No, we did not meet her out in the parking lot, although we did technically kind of meet her at the parking lot. We have a wonderful opportunity to do a show with what I've been hoping to do, a show with a content creator who is in the lifestyle, and then also a new person to the lifestyle. So this is like a couple of different angles that I really wanted to get on. So we would like to welcome Rae to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Now, I'm curious as far as you're really new to the lifestyle, right?
Oh, very, very new. I became single again on August 1st of this year.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
then
That's my birthday.
It is.
happy belated, mega belated. But I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, a neighbor of mine actually that I was messing around with randomly on a Wednesday, he was like, let's go to this place called TPC. I was like, let's go. And I didn't know what it was really. And ever since then I was like, oh, I kind of feel at home.
It just worked.
It just happened. And I was like, oh, I think this is what I've been missing. And I'm just very new to it. And most of the events I've been to have been at the Pineapple House, which y'all interviewed.
Yeah.
And I've loved it ever since. But I am very new.
That's where we
I've
met
been
you.
to less than 10 events. So
That's
wow.
Wow, less than 10 events.
Yeah.
And I would have never guessed that because when we met you at the party, you just fit in
Yeah. Very
like
comfortable.
a fat kid in a candy store. Like, I mean, you were there. And I would have never guessed that you were new until you told us.
thank you. That actually means a lot to me because like every single time I go there, granted, y'all got me 2 wine glasses in. So I'm
That's okay.
I'm much more
Yeah.
social butterfly, but every time I go, I'm just like nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, I
nerve-wracking.
get that. Oh,
Especially as
I still
a
get nervous.
single woman.
Yeah, I'm not even going to as a couple.
Yeah, like that's very nerve-wracking because you are what everyone looks for. And what everyone kind of like is like, hey, trying to get your attention and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Oh man, when you walked into the house when we met you, like all eyes were on you, like in
Yeah.
a good way.
yeah.
And it's just one of those things, like
Stop it,
you just
y'all.
kind of command the attention when you walk in. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, who's
That's
that?
good.
You heard the record scratch. And everybody just kind of looked back. It's
All right,
like,
now they're
who is
tuning
that?
Did I do the
horn.
thumb? Did I do the silly face though?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, no. So I think it's really cool that you're new in the lifestyle. We're going to explore more of that, but I actually want to talk about your content creation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we have freshly discovered you. and
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. Like, I got to say, one, the stuff that I followed, you're freaking hilarious, man.
You're
like,
so
you're
funny.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
real.
I
Like,
have
you're
so hard
funny.
time taking compliments, but that's
Yeah.
really sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
I try to be as authentic as I can on
Yeah.
it for
And
sure.
it really,
It does show.
kind of
It
gives
shows.
us an idea of just kind of that free-wielding personality of like, this
Yeah.
is me, take it or leave it, kind of trash talking, but also
Yes,
like,
there is a little bit of tea on there. I have my whole tea highlight on.
Yeah.
That both men and women, including him, everyone seems to really like those.
Yeah.
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 So-
It's fun.
When did you start making content?
So I started making content at 19, which is
Okay.
very young.
Yeah.
And honestly, most people like who do it at that age, like they're just trying to get out of a bad situation. They're just trying to move
Yeah.
out. And that's what I did. And then I did it and it just all kind of fell into place. And I was like, this is actually, I'm kind of good at this. Like I kind of understand the schedule. And I've always really struggled with that regular 9 to 5 work schedule.
Mhm.
And so it just kind of worked out. And I've been doing it ever since. So It's like end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So it was
Wow.
especially booming because during
Oh,
the
yeah.
pandemic, everyone was beating off.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and that's like when OnlyFans was really booming. But yeah, it's been a while.
That's when I started.
Yeah.
And then I got off
Well,
and then I came
technically, you
back. Yeah.
started much earlier,
Yeah, a little
but
bit before that.
we
Yeah.
revamped it.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So when you started, was there a theme when you first started, or was it kind of like, let me just kind of figure this out and see where I
Oh
go
man.
with it?
So for my age at the time, I'm sure y'all remember like on TikTok and really everywhere else that e-girl, that was the thing. So the e-girl, the gamer girl, the whatever. And I
Oh,
already
okay.
kind of fit that. And that was like the huge gooning trend on TikTok was,
Yeah.
you know, the silly like mega blush, big eyeliner, the freckles, the pigtails, the gamer headset. That was
Mhm.
the thing. And that was already what I was already kind of like at that time. So it just all worked out because I
You
was
just
like, oh,
fit
let me just
into
get
it.
into this trend.
Yeah.
And it just
Took
just
off
happened.
from there, huh?
yeah, I was pretty lucky, honestly, the way that it all panned out.
That is so cool. Yeah, that's interesting.
Now, as a content creator, and this is the part that I'm always curious about, because what platforms are you on, first off? Like your social medias and that sort of stuff?
I just have Instagram, TikTok, my Twitter. I have to, you know, as y'all know, with TikTok guidelines.
Yeah.
And honestly, my TikTok is less promotional. It's really just kind of to shit post and for people to see a different side of me.
Yeah.
It's really my Instagram that I am trying to drive traffic to, but it's just Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Right
That's
on.
awesome.
Yeah, only on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Right on. That's
And
cool.
on I haven't like delved into your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Is it a lot of your solo content? Are you dressed up? Is it like cosplay and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
so that's kind of my niche
Stop.
is cosplaying. I've always loved cosplaying. I think that I love makeup. And so, you know, getting suggestions for characters and, you know, I'm a huge anime and video game nerd, especially with anime. And so I just love cosplaying.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my niche is that they like to see me in different cosplays. And then sometimes I'll do just regular photos of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, like on there, it's solo content. It's been on and off, like with other people. OnlyFans is kind of tricky about tagging
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Mhm.
annoying.
Mhm.
But it's really just been this year that I've been really going hard on trying to record with other people, and I'm still nervous about it every
Yeah.
time, but
Yeah.
it's been very fun. It's a mutually beneficial decision.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like it's great. And honestly, being new to the swingers community as well, that's actually like they're helping each other
Right.
Yeah.
get used
Yeah.
to
One
just
hand
stepping
washes
into
the other,
that
so to
new
speak.
thing
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That kind of leads me into, so I've talked about this in past shows where there is a large amount of the community that seems to believe that content creators cannot be actual lifestylers. And this drives me nuts because I don't agree with it. And we've voiced this before. But a lot of people have said, well, how are you going to ask people to pay for your content when I can probably sleep with you for free in the lifestyle? And it's like, okay, I can understand the questioning of
Yeah.
it,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, we're a community that accepts everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a pot for every lid, and somebody's into this, and maybe you're not into it. Why do you have to dog it? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah. And so we've run into that too. We've run into when we started talking monetization of the podcast, and people are like, well, that's not for the community.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. You
Yeah.
know, people have an issue with monetization and the lifestyle. They feel like
Yeah.
things should be free. I'm kind of
Exactly.
curious what your thoughts are on it.
You know, and this is also coming from someone who's just new to all this, so I
Yeah.
feel like I have a very doe-eyed perspective. But honestly, so first, I actually ran into my first issue relating to that, where there was actually a guy asking a mutual friend of ours, like, well, he RSVP'd to an event, and then he personally DM'd me and was like, "Are you going to be at this one?" And when I said no, he didn't show up. And so it was very clear that a lot of my fan base is from Houston.
Okay.
So that is something, even in just in regular dating, I have to be wary of.
Yeah.
Of like false pretenses and stuff like
Right.
that. But as for like monetization with the lifestyle, I mean, you're not walking into the room filming everyone, being
Yeah.
like, I'm making money off of you, and
Yeah.
you don't get a say in that.
Yeah.
It's, filming with people consensual.
Mhm.
I
Right.
feel like times are hard. Like, why not make an extra
Why not?
buck?
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
not do that? And it's cool if they don't want to do it,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really work for everybody. And I think that it's a wonderful place to make content because you have such an accepting community, and you have a community of people that really just want to be there for the vibes, really. And I
Oh,
just feel like
yeah.
it's a great place to connect and meet with people. So
Mhm.
it's almost like it's like a fox wrapped with a bow. Like, why not? If you want to play with me, are you cool with on camera? We can
Yeah.
both make money.
Yeah.
Like, it's
That's right. It's a peanut
fantastic.
butter and jelly situation.
I
They
mean,
just go together. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't figure
That's-
there'd be issue with it.
Yeah.
I think that this is a great place to make content,
Yeah. But I see a lot of the complaints come from a specific type of person. These are the same guys that will message women and be like, "Hey, can you send me nudes? Like it's Titty Tuesday.
Mhm.
Can you send me a picture of your tits?"
Mhm.
And it's like they want women to give them free pictures, and then when somebody like Pris or somebody that has an OF goes, "Well, you can see them if you pay $7.99," then they get butthurt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, well, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
guys don't belong here.
Yeah.
You know?
That weirdly placed entitlement.
Yeah.
And I think that's like outside of the swingers community, as well as that a lot of people think that they're just entitled to have
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
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 And like, regardless of me doing OF, like there's been so many times where people have felt genuinely entitled to have my nudes. And I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
No.
saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And, a lot of those assumptions come throughout the lifestyle for different aspects. So, like, if you're a bisexual woman, automatically people figure, oh, well, you're going to sleep with anybody.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
You
They
know?
always assume that.
And it's
but I'm
it's
just easy.
so
and
easily
I will-
attainable.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
there's a phallic thing on the floor, it's probably going to go inside me. It's just like, no, people are still picky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's funny because we're going to be doing a future show with another podcaster friend of ours who it's called United by Swinging, and really I wanted to focus on them on a show because there's a lot of bi men who struggle to come out in the
Mhm.
lifestyle. They just don't feel comfortable
Mhm.
because people, especially a lot of maybe homophobic men in the lifestyle,
I saw
are
y'all's
like-
episode about that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched that
yeah,
one.
and it's problematic, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm straight, but I don't have issues with a guy touching me or anything, or if we play with a couple that has a bisexual male, like doesn't bother me. But there are people who have issues with that,
Yeah.
and when I was talking to certain bi men that are afraid to come out, it's like a lot of these men just figure, oh, they want to sleep with me,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, dude, like.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they want to sleep
Yeah.
with
I mean,
every
it's kind
guy.
of like the running joke of like when you tell, like when you're younger, like much younger, and you tell
Yes.
your friend that you're gay, and they're like, oh, I hope, like, what, do you have a crush on me or something? And it's
It's
like,
like,
okay,
no.
hold your horses.
Yeah, take it easy.
Let's get
then.
off your high horse. Not my type,
Yes.
but it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Where, like they assume that just
Yeah.
bi people or gay people, like they're just gonna want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But it's also that it leans into the assumption of the lifestyle period where when people outside of the lifestyle find out that you're in the lifestyle, they automatically assume, oh, well, are you
Yeah.
flirting with me?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
trying to bed me?
Yes.
And it's like, nah,
No.
bro. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to have that talk. Like
Yeah.
we just asked, We've actually seen faces of people that have asked, oh, well, what's your podcast? And it's like, well, it's a sex podcast. We're in the lifestyle.
Mhm.
And, once they see that, they either go, really? Okay. Or they go, oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's
Okay.
cool. Hey, if you want, you can tap the wrist and
Mhm.
it'll take you to the show, So yeah, I always found it kind of interesting, and I know that there's going to be a lot of major opinions about it.
Yeah.
But people who are involved in sex work are just as included in this as everybody else is. I mean,
Hey,
it's a
we're all
job.
trying to make money.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, times
And
are
at that
hard.
point, I really do like, I think that these problems exist everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's like no community of people. I mean, I was just talking about it earlier where it's like, there's always going to be weirdos.
Yeah.
Always.
There's always
Yeah.
going to be annoying people or people you don't
Mhm.
get along with or people who disagree with you. Because when you have a community of people, everyone is different.
Yes.
And so I'm not surprised that these problems still exist here. And
Mhm.
to pretend that they wouldn't
Yeah.
is just ignorant.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it is. It's really hard. It was really hard for me when we started coming out and stuff like that, that it was like, dang, people just they're judgy and how are you going to make money off of this?
Yeah.
And how are you going to do that? And it's like, gotta
To be
be,
honest,
You
it's
gotta,
a
know?
lot simpler than people think.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody could be doing it.
It's a lot simpler. Like the difficulties are like usually unspoken,
Yeah.
but like
It's easy.
if you have a camera and you have a body, it could
Yeah.
work.
That's right. And so what I found interesting is, and stop me if I'm wrong, but you're just a naturally horny person, though.
Yes, I actually made a story post, which I'm pretty sure you saw.
I did, and I was like,
where-
uh-huh.
Was it the gooning one?
Yes, it was the good one. Yeah,
You know, I
feel
had to
real
go and
young
ask
right
somebody.
now.
I thought I knew what gooning was, and I really had to go and I embarrassed my children and ask them. And I
You have your
did.
children
Oh,
back?
yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's an open.
That's
no,
Yeah, I
it's
asked my
open.
boys. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh my God.
Don't laugh at me. I knew what it was, but I wanted to embarrass them.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I have always. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here,
It's
By
but
okay.
all
Go ahead.
means.
I have always been a very hypersexual person
Okay.
since a very, very young age. And like to the point where I remember being like 12, 13, which obviously puberty age, but it was just like, this is a bit much. Like even for me, I was like, this is a little much,
I
man.
have to do
And
schoolwork
it
at some
just
point.
never really died down.
Yeah.
And the only times it did die down was when I was in monogamous relationships.
Yeah.
That's when all of a sudden
Just sex drive.
suddenly I didn't really care about it.
Really?
I didn't really care
Mm.
about sex. I didn't like by myself. I was doing what I needed to do. But like with them, like my sex drive was so low.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was just dying slowly every single time. And then I went to my first swingers event or I went to the clubs and then the first swingers event at Pineapple House. And I was like, I think I've reached nirvana. Like, this is kind of where I need to be because everyone here is freaky. Like, I don't feel like the freaky one in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
No.
doing
Yeah.
their own thing. They have their own thing that they're there for.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there's something like wrong with me, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Like I need to repress that. I guess that's where I'm getting at.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that
Very
because I've said it. I've said it on the show
Very
that I have a very,
Mhm.
very hypersexual life, and I've always
Yeah.
had. And so I remember as a young kid just growing up and not getting enough,
Yeah.
and thinking, God, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be masturbating 10 times a day.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like this is not natural
Yeah.
because I have to go about my day,
Yeah.
but I still get things done. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And so it was exciting to see that there are other hypersexual people out there who are kind of dealing, and of course you're in the perfect spot
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
you're a
Mhm.
content creator. So you can rub one out for business or pleasure.
That's literally when I say on my story all the time where I'm like, I love gooning and gooning is my job. So it's like,
It's like,
it
yeah.
works. It
Let's tell
works
the
out.
older people that listen to
Oh.
what is gooning.
So gooning it can have
I mean, we got to
casual-
tell them.
casual or negative connotation, but for the most part, when people are like, oh, I'm about to goon it or like I'm gooning, you're rubbing one out. You're jerking it. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like now the word gooner,
Uh-huh.
that more so has like a negative connotation. But it's just someone who just beats off a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
So
Yeah.
you
just
would be considered a
masturbates a lot.
gooner,
Oh,
honey.
yeah, 100.
Yes, you would be considered
Yeah.
one, but it's not bad because I'm a goonette, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't
people
have,
negative connotations
Yeah.
with it.
I do not really, I have fluctuations of high sex drive, but I'm very submissive.
Yeah.
Especially
so she
like,
keeps up.
I keep up. And I remember when we first got together, I was like, dude, really? You're gonna be one of those guys? But then I was like, oh, wow, sex is actually this good? Okay,
It
I'm down.
It really is
When
like
it's
that.
good.
Yeah.
When it's good,
When
you
it's
can go
good,
forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, you
like,
can't
oh,
get enough.
wow.
I've only
Okay.
just recently, because people like really wouldn't expect this, and I have to say this on camera that I've had really bad sex like my whole sexual life.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, and granted, I'm only 25, but like from 16 to 25,
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Okay, like so it's been rough.
Yeah.
I have not gotten good head until this year.
Yeah, I saw your
Literally
story
until
on that.
2 months ago. I like it's just been bad, and then ever since, it's funny. It's like it's almost like the universe is like calling me to this place because like every time I go, or even like
Yeah.
with the people that I'm meeting, I'm like, oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
And especially, I will say that I'm older and I started younger. So just imagine all these years of having crappy
Horrible
sex,
sex.
yeah.
Yeah.
awful sex. I found that it's even better when you're in the lifestyle and you actually tell somebody what you like. Because for some reason, I couldn't tell people, like the guy I was with or
Yeah.
the woman I was
feel
with.
that it feels like there's some sort of
Disconnection.
weird disconnection, pressure, and also tension. They might
Yeah.
even get defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I've seen
just-
that actually.
So it's
You know,
easier in the
100%.
lifestyle. You're like, look, I don't like head like this. I like it like this.
And you're like,
Yeah.
Okay.
you're
Well, and especially
Yes.
yeah,
'cause
especially
you
if you're a woman
be
in the
able to have-
lifestyle.
it's also different for women in the
Yes.
lifestyle
Yeah.
because our bodies are just the way we orgasm, the way
Yeah.
we feel pleasure is so
Yeah.
much different than men. And it's kind of like the age-old joke of, oh, don't stop, keep doing that, and then they change it up. Why would you do that?
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Listen, people.
Yeah, it's all about, I feel like, at least my experience with non-monogamy so far, you have to have good communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
else it's not going to work.
Yeah. And if
It
you don't
won't.
like
A lot of
something, you
drama's
need to
gonna
say
happen.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Yeah.
feels very inviting too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about really quick about the lifestyle, and it just popped in my head
Mhm.
because you're new
Very.
and you're considered a unicorn, right?
Yes. Single
Okay.
bi. I am trying to learn the terms.
Yeah, it's okay.
I know that like is unicorn like just a single female or a single
No, it's a
bi? I've seen both.
single bi female
Okay.
Mhm.
who is actually looking for couples.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's very, very specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
some
I
people
fit-
get offended by it. I'm sorry if you get offended.
Oh no, I actually just got a unicorn head.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't have to answer the question.
Yeah. Do you feel safe in the communities that you're going to? I know we met you at the Pineapple House, which is, I feel, a very safe place. But since you've been in the community or in the lifestyle, do you feel it's safe in every place that you go to?
Am I allowed to talk about specific places?
You can talk about
Or-
whatever. yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we don't need to. But,
So
yeah.
like, I'm not a huge fan of Pendulum Club.
Okay.
It's just maybe it's the crowd. I'm just not a huge fan of the men that approach me there, to be honest. And granted, I don't really go to clubs anymore like that without like a sexual partner because it's just a swarm. It's like so suffocating. And it's almost like a weird line kind of form. It's just strange.
Wow.
And it's overwhelming.
Mhm.
And it makes me uncomfortable. But first of all, I love the night game. I love that place. It's here in Houston. It's fantastic. I felt very safe there. And in the back rooms that they have with the private rooms and the like public playrooms, there's a guy like there in the back.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
saw firsthand that there was a guy, I don't know why, he was yelling. There was an altercation.
Mhm.
And the guard, I guess I'm just gonna call him that.
Yeah.
He sounds ominous, but he immediately
Stopped it.
Immediately stopped it, and that just made me feel really good and safe
Yeah.
as a woman. Like he keeps a good eye. Everyone there is friendly. As for like the events that I've been to, I've only been at the Pineapple House so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
is my first event that hasn't been there or
Okay.
in my hometown.
Yeah.
And I can only speak from that. And I have felt so unbelievably
Yeah.
comfortable. I'm a huge fan of like Nicole and Isaac were so amazing with just making me feel like, hey, you doing okay? I know you're new. They're
Yeah.
so
No, they're great hosts.
good,
Yeah.
such good hosts. And that makes me feel very safe and comfortable. Legitimately, I've like so far, and granted, I haven't been going to as many events as I could have, but with the ones that I have felt very
That's
safe and
good.
welcomed.
That's
really
good.
safe.
That's good.
Other than that one guy, but
Yeah.
they took care of that actually for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They saw him, they're like, okay, he's not allowed it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, great.
we
Now, and I'm sure you keep your head on a swivel. You got to pay
good.
attention to your surroundings. I mean, it's crazy out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Womanly
Um,
instinct.
Yeah, you have to go with your gut. This is Eden. This is gonna be your first time here.
Yes.
It's pretty much like the club you just described. It's there's somebody back there. This is the only club that we've really been to. We've been to not Colette's. What was it?
Players.
Players,
It was clubs.
It was fine. It's different now, but Eden is really safe, I feel like, especially for single women and single men. We see them all
We've
the
been
time.
pretty satisfied here. It's
Yeah.
really considered our
Yeah.
home club. Like, it's pretty chill.
You're gonna
We
enjoy
haven't been
it.
to the Houston clubs yet.
No.
We
Oh, y'all
want to.
haven't?
No.
Okay, yeah. I
No.
honestly go to the night game first. It's
Okay.
really cool. I will shout out a certain thing that they have there that I've never seen anywhere else. It's a shadow box.
Oh,
So you go behind it,
Yeah.
and when
Yeah.
you dance behind it, it goes slow-mo in the front, and
Oh.
it is sexy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love watching
Okay.
the women on there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a trip out there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
we
for
are.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
hit me up.
We will. We're gonna be going to Houston a lot. So yeah.
You know, so you've been doing this content for a while now,
hmm
and as far as your cosplay, when did you say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna set up the camera and I'm just gonna
Because it's sexy.
I'm gonna goon it out?
I'm gonna be real with you. It immediately started like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to just full send it, I guess. And it started out actually with my best friend because we were both trying to move out together.
Right.
And we're like, this is fantastic. And the people were coming for both of us. And it kind of made it more like, it gave it a certain vibe because it was two girls on there. But we slowly faded her out. And now she's my manager. But she helped me, you know, kind of steer the direction of just these. It started out really bad. Like Snapchat weird grainy filters.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everyone starts at a certain point, and it was,
Yeah.
man, and honestly, I need to go back and delete some of those. They were really bad. But, you know, as the more I did it, it just started getting into like, oh, hey, like, you like anime, I've seen your Instagram, you should cosplay this. And then another person, you should cosplay that. So I started slowly cosplaying these popular characters that, you know, they like to beat off to.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, wait, I love cosplaying. This is it. And so that just kind of became a
And it just
regular
hit,
thing.
huh?
And yeah, people would be surprised, but I just do it on my phone.
That's all.
I edit
You know,
everything
your
on my phone. I
videos
do
are
it.
really great
They're
not-
videos.
Yeah, they're not amateur
I
looking
thought
at all.
I really wouldn't have
All on my
guessed your phone.
phone.
But wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I edit all of my stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
And
cool.
so as a content creator doing what you do, how many hours do you put towards it a week? Like is it
That's where,
over
for
a
me-
full-time job or
That's where I get tired.
Honestly, so like my schedule, and granted, my subs are so sweet to me.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for the fan base that I have because they are really, really sweet.
Yeah.
They're very understanding that it's just me. It's just a one-man show because there is a high expectation for OnlyFans girls because a lot of them are managed. So
yeah.
it's, you know, they pump out crazy stuff
Yeah.
all the time. That's not me. We're like homegrown, you know? And
Yeah.
so,
Small business.
but the hours, it honestly depends on the week and what content I am making. Because if I'm just throwing on a quick cosplay to take photos for the timeline, which the general schedule is like Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Those are where like my photo sets will happen. Or if I do a video, sometimes it's 1 to 2 videos a week on the timeline. But for like my PPVs, like the extra paid stuff, like if I'm filming with people, if I'm scheduling stuff out, like it's always October and December are insane for filming with other people because
Yeah.
Really?
the cosplays. I mean, Halloween, you're dressing up.
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah.
looking for a dress up
Yes.
video.
Right.
And then for Christmas, they're wanting to get a Christmas present for themselves. A lot of people don't see family on the holidays,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
gonna beat off, and
Yeah.
that's great. You know, Merry Christmas. But like, it's some weeks.
Yeah.
It can be like 10 hours of full work, really not that bad. In terms of like regular jobs,
Yeah.
I've been in and out of the service industry since I was 16, so this is great for me. But on the really intense weeks, I will be working for like 10 to 12 hours a day editing stuff, like almost every day of that week or something. And it
Wow.
ends up being an egregious amount of hours. Like
Yeah.
I honestly don't keep track of my hours because
Yeah.
I don't.
Because it's just
too much.
everywhere.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I get
Wow.
that. You know, we not only the podcast, but you know, Chris and I, we do TikToks and the reels and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And like,
Yeah.
I have a series that I do on my TikToks and the reels, and Chris has hers, and it's a lot of work
It
because
is.
it's like not only are you recording, but you're editing and you're scheduling, and it's just all of this stuff,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of creativity. That my goodness, man, it's like I just want to get under the bed sometimes.
hard.
You know?
Like-
Honestly, it's not even the stuff. I'm going to be real. The stuff for my OnlyFans, it's really the stuff for Instagram.
Yeah.
Like my
Mm.
TikToks and reels,
Mhm.
those are
Take a long
would
time.
take a long
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
edit either the lighting or I have to retake it. Like there's so many people online who would be like, wish I had that job, and whatever. But
I wish I had. I mean,
have to record a TikTok. There's been nights where I would have to record just one TikTok for 2 hours straight because I can't get it. Or like
wow.
if there's
I
something
get that.
trending that I need to hop on
Yeah.
and it's a dance.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can't even imagine.
It's just intense, and I'm like sweating in my room and trying to figure this out, especially in
Sweating in my
cosplay. It's
room.
hot, and yeah, the poses sometimes that I have to do with those cosplays
Yeah.
sometimes are very difficult. But
And I was
thankfully-
wondering about that because I've seen some of your stuff, and your makeup is perfect,
Mhm.
and you're in these things, and I'm like, dude, you're in Texas. Like, you've got to
Yes,
be
yeah.
sweating,
Oh,
but you
I
can't
am.
tell by the pictures. Like,
Yeah,
you look pristine.
Thankfully, I actually don't sweat as much.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like I don't sweat on my face that much. I get very red, but I don't sweat on my face. I don't have a deal with sweat a lot, but
It's just hot.
it's hot. It is.
Yeah.
It's not only Texas.
Yeah.
It is Houston,
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It is the most
That
muggy,
humidity.
disgusting weather
Oof.
for 90% of the year, and it does. It gets very hot, especially with outside photos on my patio. It's
Oh my goodness.
unbearable sometimes. We're out there for like
Sure.
almost an hour. My best friend's sweating, taking my pictures. I'm sweating, posing. It's nasty.
Sounds like fun.
Now, where do you get your ideas from? Like, I mean, as you go along, like, how is it just, do you sit there and think, okay, what am I going to do next? Like, I've seen you do polls kind of asking some of your
And
fans.
that's a recent thing.
Yeah.
That
So
is,
how did you come about it before?
honestly, and I actually have realized this year that it's very unsustainable to have a spark process.
It is unsustainable.
It's unsustainable.
It's so difficult.
It's unsustainable, and it's like I don't do well with that like diamonds form under pressure thing.
Yeah.
And having to wait for me to have a good idea, it's just not sustainable. And so my process was it's really just meetings with my best friend, being like, where should we go? Have you seen anything trending that you think that I should hop on? As for poses, honestly, a lot of them are repeat poses in
Okay.
different areas because they're not really, of course they're coming for the poses, but they want to see me in a specific cosplay and they want to see my body. So 9 times out of 10, the guys that are just browsing on my stuff, they're not like, it's about 20 degrees off, like
Okay, I
they're
gotcha.
not being anal about
Yeah.
that. But
I'm taking my
but-
tip back.
but the ideas are really, most of it is from my best friend.
Okay.
There's so many days, literally this past Monday, I was like, dude, I am so out of ideas for poses for this week. I don't know what to do. And she'll just immediately get right back on it. And then there's some days where I'm like, I know exactly what I want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of repeats of poses that I'll tweak a little bit to make it refreshing. But
You know,
That's cool.
I'm just gonna give you something right quick. Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Linda,
Yeah.
I've actually had people suggest
You
me
would
to
totally
Linda.
Yeah.
you would do a kick-ass Linda.
Now you have to
Yeah.
do it for
I
him.
love
Yeah.
Linda.
Well, because I'm looking at with your glasses and everything, like
Yeah.
if you were to get the glasses
The
and
cat
like,
eye
dude, you would
glasses.
have
She's
that
hot,
down.
man.
She is hot.
I
Linda's
love
hot.
Linda.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, no, you could totally, but you could have that. Gratis. There you go. And one of these days, I want to see you.
I will take that suggestion. It's coming
Yeah.
from a very important person.
Now, I've been really excited to have you on the show, partly because I think you're incredibly hot,
Yes.
which you're lovely to look at.
Thank
And
you.
you're
But
fun and you're real like
You
down
have
to
a
earth.
great energy,
Yes.
and we
Thank
realized that
you.
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
when we met you. Like,
I
it
mean, they were
comes out.
telling
Oh,
me,
made
they
me
were like,
blush.
she's here. And I was like, who? And they were telling me who it was. And I was like, weird. Let's go say hi to
That's right,
her.
'cause oh, I'm so sorry. Nicole brought
Yeah.
you over to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, yep, I like this one.
And
she's
you know, this is-
nice. Yeah.
this
I'm
is,
glad 'cause
uh,
I really could not read you.
I know everything.
Oh, she's good at that. Yeah, she's good at
This
that.
whole time. I mean, I even texted you being like, I
Yeah.
hope Pris doesn't hate me.
Yeah.
I don't. I
No,
can't-
you have no idea how many times I get texted like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get those
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and I'm very quiet in chat. Like I'm better in person.
Yeah, for sure.
I can talk your ear off in person. I get really focused or something and I just don't answer back, but that's just the way I am.
Yeah.
And I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm such a flexible person.
Yeah.
So
And I'm a chatter. And you and I, when
He's
we talk,
home
it's
all
like,
the time.
forget it.
It's like
Okay. It's called content
Hey, I'm at
creation,
home
guys.
all the
I'm
time.
sorry, but you have a couple of content creators, full timers here. Don't talk shit, man. You with
I
your
mean,
normie job.
I want to be
You're-
home gooning out all day.
Girl, you couldn't afford that.
I
Couldn't handle
could.
it. You couldn't
Let's
handle
try
it.
this.
Stop it. You can't live this
Let's
life.
try
It
this.
takes a special person to
I need a
walk through these shoes.
manager.
No, man, Pris is kind of a special.
She is pretty special. But you're just saying that because you want to sleep, which I
Oh, I do.
understand.
I mean,
get
you
it.
don't have to try too hard. Cindy.
And see, so this is kind of the cool part here is that we get to say this on our show because this
Yeah.
is our platform here, is that for those of you who are naysayers about, well, you cannot have the lifestyle and, you can't do the lifestyle and content creation. That is totally false because we're about to make some content.
Yes,
We are.
And we're
I
gonna
was hoping
do
I was
so.
gonna mention
We're
that.
hitting it tonight.
Sexy
Yes.
lady.
Yeah, so as you can see, the lights are going down. So with that, we're going to start wrapping up here.
Yes.
And we've got some fun to
Yeah,
have.
we have some business to
Hells
attend
yeah.
to.
So big shout out to Chris and Club Eden for letting us
Yes,
do
thank
the
you,
show
Club
here.
Eden.
Yes,
We
thank
really
you.
appreciate that. Thank you, Rae, for joining us.
Thank
Um,
you.
We are actually
Amazing.
here tonight for the Beyond Monogamy event that we do here at Club Eden. And so you will hear back later, guys, because we got some stuff to do.
Yes,
we got
we
some
do.
fun to
We're playing
have.
Van Halen
Yeah.
right now. I gotta,
Hell yeah, we got to hit it. So with that, thank you for listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.